What is going on, y'all? It's your boy ABC bringing you another episode of Pogo Bros content. And today is very special because we are welcoming a brand new season of GBL, Delightful Days. And we have a lot of move updates to go over throughout this season. But I didn't want to give you one. I didn't want to give you two. I want to give you 3 different buff Pokemon today. First we have the star of the show, Shadow, Functional Hundo, Houndour. That's right. 15, 15, 14. It's got the same stat product as the full Hundo, fully maxed out, best buddied. This thing's ready to go. It's not good by any measure, but it's ready to go. And then we also got Poisonsting Beedrill. A shiny Beedrill, rank 2 Beedrill at that. So this thing's going to be a beast. It's going to be extra spammy with the moves now that Poisonsting is the fast move of choice. We got great coverage on it with the drill run, so it's going to be our safe swap today, and we're going to need it. And then lastly, you've seen him before, but now he's better than ever. We got Fly Galarianarticuno. This thing finally has some good fast pacing to a flying move, and a very good one at that. We're going to definitely need it in these matches, but also, this isn't clickbait, by the way. I looked through YouTube, and I looked through all 3 of the mons that have been buffed. No one has done these yet, and I would love to see someone do a Shadow Functional Hundo Houndour. So show me some likes and love in the comments with the likes. And if you haven't done that already, just subscribe while you're at it, because it's going to be a fun ride this season. Anyways, let's get into these battles, why don't we? All right. First one we got Jellicent in the lead. Very bad lead for us with our Galarian but we're going to stay in because it's not an ideal matchup throughout this team. But we're going to go ahead and test out this Brave Bird here, and that is a lot of damage. So now we're going to switch out into our Beedrill here, and we do take the Shadow Ball, but we shield that up luckily. The opponent comes in with a Bug Bite Fortress, one of the big names in terms of the updates this season, but with our fast pacing, we're able to get to another drill run here, and we actually go on a CMP tie here. We're going to shield up the Rock Tomb, however, but that gives us a chance to overfarm here because we are resisting those Bug Bites, and we actually go for the Snipe with Houndour, so that's one good thing it's for. We're kind of hunting Fortress, and also Scizors as well, because they're going to be taking double super effective damage with these Embers, and not going to be around for long. And holy, yeah, this Gligar just boosted, by the way, so we are kind of in trouble here. But we're going to come back in now, likely with the Beedrill, I want to say, because we have a little bit of energy on there, and we actually looks like a CMP tie here, so we're going to go ahead and throw this move here. And it is a CMP tie, in fact, so that was a good use of our energy right there. They go for the Aerial Ace, and so now it's a race to the fly here, and we're not able to get there, unfortunately. So we're gonna start out with a loss here, but you know this is a tough team to use, so you got to just get creative with your wins here. All right, Fortress in lead, and this one's got Volt Switch. This is very dangerous. The opponent missed the memo on putting Bug Bite on their Fortress, but it actually is working out for them here. We're going to shield up the potential Rock Tomb, and they go for a Mirror Shot, so I guess they missed last season's buff as well, but we can go ahead and tank one Mirror Shot. We're going to bank a little bit of energy for the road here before that Volt Switch registered, and now we come in with this Houndour. We're going to go for the Crunch here. And we actually nearly one-shot it, and we're able to Ember it down, so that energy generation is coming into play real quickly for that Houndour, although we're in a tough situation here, because this ginormous Greninja is facing us now, and we're going to have to maybe shield a Hydro Cannon here, and they go for a Night Slash, and they get a boost! Oh my gosh. I don't know what's up with these opponents. I know there was a Crunch nerf this season where you get a lower chance, and they actually get a double boost. I guess I missed the memo on the Night Slash buff happening, where you get it nearly every time you use it, but we get that second shield, and then now we're going to go for the Snipe here. Luckily we survived that Water Shuriken on the Beedrill, and can we get to the... Yes, we get to the Fly with minimal HP right before the Volt Switch was about to take us out, and we got an improbable win. GG's. Alright, and we got a Swoobat here in the lead, and this is not what I was expecting to see, but We are resisting these confusions, which is very nice here. We're going to go for the Brave Bird here, see what the opponent wants to do. They do shield it, which is unfortunate. We switch out in order to potentially catch a Psychic Fangs, which we do, which is fantastic. That still does a lot, even though it's double resisted. And we are unable to get to a move here, despite the increased energy generation of Ember. So we are looking very dire right here. We're just charging up as much energy as we can. We're going to probably shield once. Yes, we do. And they throw a Disarming Voice, so now we're going to try and go for this farm down. Very ambitious here. Still not looking fantastic here. And they come back on the Swoobat because we didn't want to take a confusion. And unfortunately, the opponent will get off another Psychic Fangs, which we can tank, although hardly. I don't even think we can survive one more confusion after this one registers right here. And we do not, which is unfortunate. And the opponent comes in now with a Decidueye, so unfortunately we do farm up over 100 energy, but it may not end up mattering because the opponent is just so far ahead in the health department here. We throw on the timing so that the second Magical Leaf doesn't register. We do take out this Decidueye, and we actually lose CMP to the Swoobat. This surprised me, and we take the loss. I looked up afterwards, and I think it's very IV dependent, but I just have a hard time believing that we lost CMP to a Swoobat, so I'm calling shenanigans. Anyways, we got a normal size Greninja here in the next match, and they actually do not boost on the Night Slash, so, you know, fortunate for us, even though the odds are clearly in our favor. And we do manage to catch a move here. I imagine we did catch the Night Slash. Yes, we did. And the opponent didn't boost again, so alright, we're looking good here now. We do throw in good timing here now that we can get to Drill Run in 5 Poison Stings, which is fantastic, so we're able to throw in better timing very easily. We do shield up the move, and they come in with the more Morpeko, so unfortunately we did get to the move, but unfortunately fortunately we did get to the move. Unfortunately we lost CMP, so now we're just going to come in with the Houndour here, and the opponent goes straight Psychic Fangs. I was anticipating an Aura Wheel, but this allows us to time it up a little bit and get the catch on our Galarianarticuno of the Psychic Fangs, which is fantastic. These Thunder Shocks are going to do a lot of damage though, and we somehow got a Psycho Cut farm down, which is double resisted, but we are now going into a Cresselia, and we do get this Brave Bird off, which does a lot of damage, but they still have a shield, and we are in danger of, ironically, being Psycho Cut down ourselves. You hardly see... Oh, and then we don't get to hit our move. We had the move banked, and then they go for the Moonblast and take us out. So the game, Scopely, fix your game. I know Niantic is out of the picture now. Fix your game, for goodness sake. I mean, we had a chance to win that, but we'll never know. Anyways, next match, we're gonna go for this Brave Bird here. I gotta stop going for Brave Bird. They just keep shielding it, and this should be a Fly Showcase. So my bad. But anyways, we save swap into the beedrill, and they come in with a Alolan Marowak, and this is where the pacing with Poison Sting is very effective, because we can get to another drill run unless they throw a move, which is great for us because now they actually have Flame Wheel. Alright, so now this leads me to believe that we need to come in with the Houndour. We do get that resisted farm down, which is great because we have a lot of energy, and we go after 2 Ember, so that way the charm does not register, and we're able to get as much energy as possible. And they come in now with the Galarian Stunfisk, and we're able to get to the move with our pacing from the newly buffed Ember, and we take out the Stunfisk for the win. GG's, let's go. And this is a rank 1 battle, so and the the Lapras has Water Gun in it, so that's how you know it's rank 1. But we're gonna go for this nuke here. Let's see if the opponent shields it. Again, they do. But look, now that they've switch locked themselves, we can come in now with the Houndour and Ember them down. Look at that. Look. Okay. And then, of course, they have a Primeape here. I didn't know if I could get to the Flamethrower. It looks like we could have, but the opponent shielded regardless, and we gave ourselves a chance for defense drop, but with the nerf to Crunch, that was definitely not likely. We did get denied a fast move there, which is unfortunate, and I waited to throw here because I didn't want to CMP tie this Primeape, even though if it means going over 100, but I just didn't want to CMP tie. That was the last thing I wanted to do, so we take out the Primeape, and now we have a Sludge Bomb going into the Lapras, and this is fantastic. I personally love the buff on Beedrill. Getting to those moves is so nice because Poison Strike took forever, and we finally get Fly for the win. Let's go. All right, Skeldurge in the lead. This is not great. and it is luckily not running Hex, which it could after this season's update. So we are seeing some some Pokemon with newly buffed moves in this showcase, but they're just choosing not to run them, kind of like the Fortress. But the opponent now comes in with the Blastoise, so we're gonna full send this Brave Bird as we've done, and we finally get some serious damage on this Blastoise. Let's go. So now we're gonna go for a really sweet Poison Sting down. We're happily going to commit a shield here, and the opponent goes for a Skull Bash, which is even better because we get another poison. Looks like another Poison Sting of energy. The opponent throws their move right away on alignment, so we get another Poison Sting of energy, and they go for the Shadow Ball. So now we're at 100 energy, and we're going to go for this Drill Run here. And does the opponent Yes, let's go. Boom! We just boomed a Skeledirge. You love to see it. And they come in now with a Morpeko, which is another buff Pokemon this season. Probably with the most impressive buff of all, with Parabolic Charge. They go for it right here and nearly takes us out. They get their defense increase per usual. But we do have a Drill Run ready to go, and I would have imagined that we would take this out, but it actually survived on minimal HP. Luckily, they weren't out of move yet, and we're able to Poison Sting them down for the win. GG's. All right, into this next matchup, we have... Oh, this is a crazy one. They have an Ember Macargo in the lead here, and this kind of core breaks our entire team. Look, at least it's not running Rock Throw, because that would really hurt the Houndour, but... I've seen some other content creators run the numbers, and if you have Incinerate available on your Pokemon, you're going to want to run that instead of Ember, but, you know, we're not complaining here. It's kind of a cool showcase. But anyways, there's an Azumarill into switched in now, and so we're going to take an Ice Beam here, and we actually survived that, which is fantastic and surprising. So we're going to go ahead and get this move off here and take this Azumarill out. Unfortunately, the opponent does get a couple of Embers to add to their energy count here. We are going to come in with the Houndour here and just, oh my gosh, it's our Embers versus theirs. They're double resisting ours. We're going to go ahead and shield this. They do have Rock Tomb, in fact. I'm not sure why they threw Overheat the first time around. And they have a Leafeon here, and these Razor Leafs were doing more damage to us than their Embers were, which is kind of hilarious. I probably should have gone for a Crunch right there. We do switch out to clear the debuff here, and I'm hoping that this Crunch takes out the opponent. And it does not, and oh, we are one Ember short. Yikes. Yeah, the Rock Tomb takes us out right there. GG's. So if we had Dark Pulse on our Houndour, we probably could have won that game, but Crunch is it might be more energy efficient, but it's definitely cheaper, so whatever. Anyways, they had their Tinkaton in there now, and they switch out. Luckily, they didn't get a defensive buff or nerf right there, and we are able to get to this Drill Run thanks to the pacing of the Poison Sting. So now we've taken both shields from this Typhlosion here, although they are loaded on energy. So what are we going to do here? We are going to, the opponent throws on good timing here, which is unfortunate, but we are 2 Psycho Cuts away from the move. They throw on bad timing right there, giving us a free Psycho Cut. So now we're going to farm up as much as we can before that next Incinerate registers. And we're going to go for this Fly here, which of course takes out the Typhlosion. Really awesome and all. Now they come back in with their Tinkaton. And we do get some valuable Ember damage on them, but they're about to hit us with a Super Effective Bulldoze, and that does so much damage on our level 51 Shadow Houndour. We're going to go for the Brave Bird here. Definitely takes them out. Boom. Unfortunately, though, we have to get to a Brave Bird here to have a chance at taking them out, and they beat us by 1 move. So if we got one more Psycho Cut in on the Pelipper, it is possible that we may have survived and gotten to the move, but you never know. Anyways, opponent now has a Jumpluff in here. You can tell the caliber of Pokemon is increasing as we're raising in our ranks here. We're actually going to go for a bait here, and they let it through. So the one time I don't go for Brave Bird, they actually let it through. Go figure. And then they throw an Energy Ball, so that is crazy. We're going to go for that Snipe. We didn't need to shield anything at all, so that's kind of annoying. But now they come in with the Dusclops here, and they might be completely core broken by this Houndour. With the new pacing from the Ember, we're able to throw on good timing and take out the Dusclops. And then the opponent has a Grumpig in the back, and that little piggy is going to go all the way home. Wee, all the way home. Alright, and now they have a Gastrodon in the lead here. And if you'll notice that CP was at 1311. We're not at the point yet where everyone has fully powered up their Pokemon. And also, I've lost a lot of matches along the way here with this team, so probably I'm just not seeing the caliber of opponent that reflects how my playing has been so far, but that's fine. You know, content doesn't come easy. We're going to take this Play Rough here. I was expecting a Psychic Fang, so that does a little more damage than I expected, but that's fine. We do take them out and take Switch here, but at what cost? They have a Hydreigon in the back, and this is problematic because we need to get to a move to take it out. And oh my gosh, look at those dragon breaths go. The opponent might have done us a solid right there by throwing a move. So now we're able to get to a move just barely, but the question is, does this take out the Hydreigon? And no, it does not. So now we're gonna the opponent might have done us another favor by throwing a move right there rather than just fast moving us down, because we barely get the farm down there. And then the Gastrodon comes in, the Mudslap doesn't take us out, and we get to the Brave Bird for the boom! Let's go! Alright, GG's. These wins feel really good, by the way. Alright, and now we have a Wing Attack Gligar in the lead, so it is powered up to the cap of Great Leap, but it doesn't have the newly buff move. But it looks like they don't need it because they are getting a Night Slash boost, and we are in trouble here. So they take the fly, and we assume that they're going to throw another Night Slash, so we get a catch on the Houndour, and they get a second boost. My goodness, they nearly farmed us down afterwards. I guess there was some, like, hidden buff to Night Slash to where you get the boost, like, 85% of the time, because that's how it looks at this point. But they come in now with a Zygarde in the doggy form. I don't know what the proper name is for it, but we also got denied a move right there, so this game is just screwing us over left and right here. They do come in with a Marowak, so rather than top left, I just kind of want to see how much damage this did for Science, and it did over half of their health, which is fine and dandy, but the game is just messing us up. And you see me, I tried to upload it twice to report the lag to Niantic, because come on, we're in season 23 now. Get your stuff together. Alright, we got this Greninja here in the lead. And we take this Aerial Ace. This Greninja has Aerial Ace. My goodness. See, that's what happens sometimes, these early rank battles. They'll get you with the uncanny moveset here. Also, they called my bait, so I didn't take them out. But we do get a shield on the Crocalor here. That might be shiny, I'm not sure. I didn't participate in the Skeledirge or the Fuecoco community today, so I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. We do shield up the Flamethrower here. We do throw on good timing, so we were able to get this Crunch off, and my battery is running low on my PC. I thought it was charging. I don't know what's going on. So we're just going to keep going with this, alright guys? Okay, Crunch. We get the debuff actually on the Wailord, so that's actually pretty funny. We kind of have to take a move here. They go for a Surf, and it nearly takes us out. I throw after 2 Psycho Cuts, so that way the second rollout doesn't register. We do take them out, and then they go for a move here on the Greninja. We're going to shield up, and then they try and snipe with the Crocalor, but we get the fly off before the Incinerate registers, so we're able to take them out. And now we're just trying to do as much damage as possible. We get an Ember in, and can we get this farm down? We knock each other out at the same time, so damage control right there. We should have lost that easily, but we get a tie, so GG's. In this next matchup, I'm realizing now that this whole team is core broken by Rock, so we're going to have to shield up a Rock Tomb here and just play this really smartly. So we go for the Brave Bird here, see what the opponent wants to do now that we've been debuffed once. They do shield it up, and now we're going to go ahead and catch on the Beedrill, because that is, ironically, our most bulky Pokemon here in this team of glass cannons here. So, yeah, now we're going to come in with the Articuno. We do have health on this, we do have energy on this Articuno. Sorry, I'm trying to see how to charge this up. Alright, so update. My computer did die and lose its battery because I didn't plug the charger all the way into the surge protector or whatever. But it's all figured out now, and I thought I lost the prior footage, but it is found, and we're just going to pick up where we left off. How does that sound? Alright, so we catch the move on the Beedrill here, seeing that it's our bulkiest Pokemon on the team, and then they come in with the Typhlosion, and we get incinerated down rather handily. But that is okay because we have a lot of energy on the Articuno now. We make sure to throw on good timing, and we're going to get this fly off and see what the opponent wants to do. They actually let it through, and I should have went for Brave Bird again. But they do throw their Thunder Punch, and at this point we're going to try and snipe them, and we do with the Shadow Embers. Let's go. And a Swampert comes in now, and we actually play to a CMP tie that we win. Alright, and so we do massive damage on them, and they waste all their energies, so the pacing, thanks to buffed Ember, is the reason why we got that. And so now we have to kind of go for a bait here. Does the opponent take the bait? Yes, they do. And can we get to the Brave Bird? Yes, we do. And let's get that boom, baby. Boom! Let's go. Oh, and there's a Swampert still in the back. Can we get to the move? Yes, we do. Let's go. We don't do any bubbles. Oh, we did a couple bubbles, but that's fine. And we take them out. Let's go. Winning CMP tie over that Swampert. Our whole team wins CMP on that Swampert. Let's go. All right, so now they have a shiny blue cow in the lead. Very cool shiny. I got my first one the other day, by the way. Really cool. But anyways, we've save swapped into our beedrill because, again, rock is very bad for our team. And luckily, we do have drill run coverage for this Alolan Marowak, the shadow variant, I might add. And we get both shields in the process. So now we're going to come in with the Houndour. And I thought we got denied, but I looked back and we did get our fast move through, and we actually catch what I believe is the Bone Club right here. So let's go. All right, so we are doing all that we can to make sure we have energy on all our Pokemon here. So now we're going to shield up the Ice Beam from the Mill Tank. We're going to overfarm ever so slightly, and we're going to go ahead and throw this Brave Bird here. Hopefully it takes them out. Oh no, they survive on 1 HP. And of course we're gonna be taken out because our defense is nerfed. So now they come in with a Venusaur here. So now we are just throwing. We are trying to farm up as much energy before throwing. We do get the crunch off, and now can we get to the move against the Marowak? Yes, we win CMP tie against the Alolan Marowak. Let's go! Boom, baby! Let's go! Oh, that functional Houndour is looking really good right now. That investment was rather steep, I might add. My goodness, but hey, this is what it's all about. All right, so now we have Alolan Marowak again in the lead here. We were sticking this one out because they're not running Hex. And did we just catch the Shadow Bone on here? Let's go. That does a lot of damage still, but that is where the energy needs to be directed. And there's a Gliscor. Oh my gosh, do they respect this flamethrower? They do not. Let's go. We get the Ember down. Let's go. We have one switch, and they have an Alolan Raichu in the back. Yikes. I wonder if this thing's running Surf. I guess we'll find out, but we're not going to get one shot in the process. Okay, they throw a wild charge here, so they are, oh my gosh, and we play to a CMP tie that we do not win. This is not fantastic. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. That was my mistake. I'm not used to Alolan Raichu counts here. We're going to throw right away because I don't want to lose another CMP tie. That was kind of embarrassing. So we're just going to, cut the losses here and just have enough energy to get to this drill run. We survive if this is a Bone Club. It's only a Bone Club, thank goodness. And we're able to get to this move under tap so that way we don't get Fire Spun down. All right, GG's. All right, Fortress in the lead here. I wonder if this one has Volt Switch. Okay, this one actually has Bug Bite. Let's go. All right, so we're going to bait them with this Fly here. I feel like they're going to shield it. Yep. All right, so they are now going to throw their move. I imagine it's going to be a Rock Tomb. They might be doing a video, so they want to shield their Fortress. Anyways, now that we're debuffed, maybe they won't shield. We're just going to full send the Brave Bird. My goodness, that does a lot of damage, and we get the Snipe. Pew, 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 pew. We snipe it down, and now they come in with a Mandibuzz. How much will this flamethrower do? I'm thinking about Super Mario right now for some reason. But anyways, we're gonna throw this flamethrower, and that does a lot of damage. Let's go. And they switch out into their Feraligatr, and oh man, we get to another move with this pacing here. Let's go. Before we get taken out, we get their last shield. This is fantastic. So now we have a shield here, and we're gonna try it, and the opponent ends up throwing. I mean, maybe they thought we saw energy. I don't know. This is an early rank battle, whatever. We'll call it a catch, whatever. Anyways, we're going to shield up this Hydro Cannon here and overfarm a little bit. So that way we have energy going into the Mandibuzz because they will be starting to throw those Aerial Aces. And they're going to throw one here, but I believe we do survive one. We are the rank 2, and those IVs matter. We didn't even need to build up to the Poison Sting. I didn't want to risk anything, and we're not even going to bubble everything because we can take it out. GG's. All right, into the final battle. Shadow Swampert, let's go. Alright, so we know that we win CMP here, but I don't know if the opponent knows that, so I'm not going to throw right away because I want to be able to take both shields or take them out with my charge move. So we're going to go ahead and get that shield, and now we win that CMP. So the opponent found out the hard way. We're going to go ahead and throw this Fly here, and we get both shields. So actually at this point, I know we can win CMP again, and I'm just banking on this opponent not switching out. Yep. There we go. Like in the veteran, expert, and just upper elos, you're gonna see them switch out and catch that move, but we're just too early in the season for that, and we're definitely just showing off to this opponent right now. That Aura Wheel did do a lot of damage, and they come in with a Deoxys here, which I have not seen in a long time, but luckily, you know, those counters are double resisted here, so we're able to either get to another move or force them to throw their energy. And luckily they go for a Psycho Boost here, so they're debuffed a little bit, which means that, oh my gosh, their double debuffed counters look like regular counters because we're just so glassy. And we survived the Thunderbolt, actually, so now we're going to come in with the Articuno to try to snipe them. They do switch out. We're going to go ahead and throw that Brave Bird, and they actually survive, which is really bad here. And they throw another Thunder Shock for some reason. They definitely had enough for the Psychic Fangs, but I'm not complaining. And then I guess they quit after that because I didn't even see their Deoxys try to go for a move. But anyways, we get a nice closing win with none other than our Shadow Houndour. So that's the end of the showcase here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're definitely going to be getting out some more content with the newly buffed moves this season. Acid is looking very nice because it's on a lot of Pokemon, and it's a Shadow Claw equivalent right now. Definitely want to try out the bug buffs, including Fury Cutter and Bug Bite. So Bug Bite on Fortress, Fury Cutter on Golisopod, Matang even. So there's a lot of exciting content to come out, but you know, I just want to get this one out real quickly because I got to catch a plane tomorrow to Jersey City, New Jersey for Pokemon Go Fest. Let's go! So super hyped about that. First time ever going to one of these things. Certainly first time as a content creator. So not really sure what to expect. I brought a portable charger. I'm going to make sure to stay hydrated. I brought an umbrella because it's supposed to be rainy. But anyways, it's supposed to be a lot of fun. But let me know what you guys want me to get to focus on at GoFest, so that way I can build it and bring it back to you guys to showcase. This is a rare opportunity to get some of the unique rare stuff out there that's in person, such as the Rotoms, for example, or any of the other cool stuff. I think they have Train Fallings as well. That thing's gonna be pretty cool, so if I can get a shiny, even better. But anyways, just drop it in the comments what you want to see. Drop in the comments what you want to see as far as new content this season with all the move buffs that we got. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you're not new here, thanks for your support. Leave a like, leave a comment, and let's enjoy this new season, y'all. And I'll see you all in the next one and after GoFest. Peace.